On getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Texans first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run on first down. Hyde, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Check 48's the money. Check 48's the money.
Now on second and 13. Watson, open man, the tight end fails. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Hyde. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here's Hyde, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Here's Watson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
It's third down and 5 yards to go.
They come up now, third and 5, following the incomplete pass. Watson operating from the gun. Flush to his right. He finds his target, Fuller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9. On second and 9, Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Malik Collins able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Back to throw, Watson. He's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Flushed out, under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll run for it with Hyde. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Turn up. Kill, turn up. Bang, 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 bang.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Again, it's Hyde. And some Carlos Hyde. See you later. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Carlos Hyde, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Elliott. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A quick throw here out to Cobb. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott all tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Let's get out the field, D. Hatch it. Here we go, 46, 46.
Prescott. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Oh, a lot of contact right there. No call. Maybe got away with one.
What are you doing questioning the contact on that play? Let them play. And, you know, it's a late-game situation. And I think that probably played into it. The officials, they want to let the players determine it down the stretch.
Now Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in what you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So a big one coming now for Brett Maher. This to take the lead here in the final minute. The kick by Maher is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
Set, 19, check, 48, the mark. That's a run.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
I'ma tell you I'm a missing receiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings. I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You wanna Christ when I breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely
You don't want smoke, though. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, though. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, though. You don't want. Call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See where this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard. For your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. Whole yeah, all night like
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check.
Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll go down at the 28.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Check the backer. Mike 54. Go. 54. I'm coming for you. You mine. Hey, what's that? Hey, Haywood. Mike 54.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball, defense. Watch it.
And he's got room. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook, 28 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. CD, that call, it took some guts. It's not like they were at the 1-yard line. They had some distance to go.
They certainly did, and, a lot of people might say that's fly by the seat of your pants type of coaching, but it's also sending a message out there. We're going to be unpredictable. You can't prepare for anything with us. You never know which way we're going to go. We zig, you zag.
And now some serious opening drive momentum.
The Saints take over.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Time to kill.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Check.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. It was Quincy Williams with a tight coverage there. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Now Foles. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 62 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. And Ginn's got it. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, it's Breeze. Stepping up. Now Breeze lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Ready? 5-9. I got you. I got you.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
You got tight right there. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Go. Mike 54. Right here. Hey, watch that. Go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
56 to Mike. Bravo. 56 to Mike. I'm here all day.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll go with a big back Fournette. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Check 37. Check 37. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Under. Yes. I got you. Hey, wahoo! No.
On the run, it's Fournette. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
Here we go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Tempo. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Check pass. Undercross.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Let's go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the play. Five. Watch the play. Motion. Block. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. We own them. Hey, Silver. 54's Mike. Hey, zoom. Check. Watch 54.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Foles going to come up now 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
You think you gonna get this? Tiger. Rush in. Slam.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Watch out.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Switch. Alert 3.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. No gain there as he kept it himself. It's 2nd down. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And they'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Nick Foles in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 21-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
First and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I'm here all day.
The final shot before half the breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. It's a big play there for the Saints. 63 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Kamara. And he'll take this one down near the 15. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 yards there and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. Lutz good on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
21, Saints 14. Will Lutz set the kickoff.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
One. Tighten up. Shit. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hey, watch that.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Cut. Hey, echo. 54's Mike. Great. 54, watch 54. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy. 1. got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears.
And that'll set him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey, Kaden.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, check. Mike.
Here's Foles. The open man is Westbrook. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
One. Smith. Right there. 54 Mike. Watch QB drop.
They're going to try and throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires.
At the 17-yard line.
On the ground, Kamara. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
They'll run it again with Fournette. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
3rd and 7.
180.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. That one complete. He finds Sharp. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Fournette. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 44, Foles. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
To throw again on second down. Foles. Sharks got it left side. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Foles now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey, sound one. Hey, high 7.
Foles. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Running with Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Ready. Yellow lady. 5-1.
Watch the curl.
Over. Hey, orbit.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 76 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life.
Hey, Delta.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Good. Ready.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Ready. Yellow waiting. That's it. Come to wild work. We want it. Come tonight.
To throw is Breeze. And his throw here's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd down. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. That means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Check. Easy. Opposite.
Breeze to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
You better be afraid of me. Check. Hey, easy. Watch the slap. Hey, Foxtrot.
Breeze going to go on 4th down. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw.
That second down play nets a -4. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Push him back.
Back to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Wow, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
A very important extra point there, up and good. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now Foles. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Chris Conley. Incomplete. Marcus Williams on the coverage.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
12. They're running it. 54. Hey, Charlie. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
2nd and 10. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The intended receiver was set to Valve, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Kill.
They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just...
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
Again, it's Kamara. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
95, 56. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about. A long field goal to win it, so definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.
Up this magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights.